Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack and today we are playing with Rok. Today I will show you my Rok Presso SmartShot manual espresso machine. Big thank you to Rok for sending us this unit. I will put the links in the description. What we're going to do today, I will talk about the Rok, I will talk about this machine first. We're going to drink some coffee, we're going to pull a shot or two, and then I will show you what you can do to take very good homemade espresso that this machine produces and push it to another level. I've never used any of the lever machines before. I had the pour over thing, but otherwise this is my first time with Rok manual espresso. Hence I'm excited. If you are as excited as myself, definitely click like, sit tight and enjoy. Rok, the company based in London, they started about 20 years ago. They specialize mostly in making those manual espresso machines. Nice website, you can find many different machines. The name Rok, according to Rok, conveys the sense of strength. I was always curious about the logo. Apparently that logo symbolizes the blend between a beautiful engineering and a fine customer goods. So the machine is designed engineered in London, but it is made in China, probably to keep the costs down. It comes in that nice box and honestly I really like the box. I have to say I like the design. It looks great, it looks interesting, does not take much space, which is very important for myself and my tiny kitchen. The body is made out of hard plastic, good quality plastic. Arms, collar and parts of the group head are made out of metal. There is a silicone shower screen. The machine comes with the plastic spoon. We will come back to that later because you use it as a kind of a tamper as well. The machine comes with, I'm not really sure how you call it. Basically, if you want to use 2 cups of espresso, you can accommodate this part. And you also get a very solid portafilter with the wooden handle. It feels nice in hand. The machine itself weighs 1.1 kg, slightly over. Look how light it is. This portafilter itself weighs almost 300 grams. And when you open it, you will see the filter basket. If you're regular to this channel, you know I might be slightly obsessed with filter baskets. This filter basket, that's a pressurized filter basket. I mean, they call it a SmartShot, whatever, that's the trademark. Even though it looks like a regular filter basket from one side, there is only one hole on the other side. What it does, it helps to create and maintain the pressure. We're coming here to the one of the most important parts of this video. Who is this machine for? This Rok Presso has been designed for beginners. Maybe you have been using, I don't know, Nespresso and you want to take it a step further, but you don't want to spend days practicing your espresso preparation. Maybe you just want to go to the shop, buy a bag of coffee, already pre-grinded coffee, and you want to have a very good quality espresso at home. It's relatively cheap. The recommended price will be £150. Comes with everything that you need. So how does it work? Like every espresso machine, you need to create some pressure to push that water through the coffee, and then you can get like an extracted essence of the coffee. To do that, you lift the arms up first. Obviously the water is already in. Then you push those arms down, and that energy you apply, it's multiplied and stored in 2 springs. And then once you click those arms down, that energy creates the pressure, pushes the water through the coffee pack into your glass. There is probably some like a clever engineering involved there, but that's all you need to know. It works and it's simple. So I will show you how to do it now. It probably differs slightly from what Rok shows you. Well, that's me, you know, I cannot follow the simple instructions. I have to change something. You may or may not notice behind me I have many coffee grinders, but this machine has been designed to use it with any coffee. Therefore, I went to my local supermarket and I got this. So that's the coffee from Shoreditch. Purposely I haven't opened it, and I want to show you the process like if it was you, like if it was the first time you are pulling the shot. This is the house blend ground coffee. It works for everything. Medium roast, number 8. You don't have roast date on the back, but I think you have a name of the roaster. Even you have a best before. $4.50 I paid in my local Waitrose. I couldn't force myself to buy the cheapest coffee. For the same amount of specialty coffee, I would pay anything from £10 up. First you need to boil some water. You don't need that fancy Brewista kettle. Any kettle would do. Put the portafilter into the cup with the hot water. Even though they don't really mention that, I like to preheat the machine itself. Let's open it. It actually does not smell bad. I have a good feeling about this. You may want to balance it at the edge of the table. I will try to do it here. You take the coffee and you put it in. Okay, so I have 1 spoon. I like my coffee strong, so I will put more. They say 2 spoons for a double espresso. If you measure your coffee, I would say 15 grams. Now, I try to make it slightly even. You use that spoon just to even it out a little bit more. You will have a little bit of the mess on your counter, but now you're on the road to become a home barista. That mess is the part of this journey. Just dump the water straight to the sink, lock it. As you can see, when it's locked, it will probably point towards 6 o'clock. Now top it up with water, and I will be using boiling water. I preheated the glass as well, so you want to keep everything as hot as possible. You put this one underneath here, and then you lift those arms up. Now, because the machine is light, it may wobble a little bit, so that's one of the things that you need to keep in mind. And then push it down. They say it should take about 3 seconds when you push it down, so you create that force, that pressure, then it clicks and it goes. Have a cup underneath, and then you may open it up. Sometimes there might be some pressure in, that's why you want a cup, so to avoid any spillage. You open it. To clean it, you will use the edge of the spoon. Just scrape everything into the bin. You will also wipe underneath the silicone shower screen. And then you enjoy your espresso. You may notice you haven't got that much crema. Crema is just the gas that leaves the coffee. If you go to the specialty coffee shop often, before they serve your espresso, they will mix it for you. Or if you do it at home like myself, before I taste my coffee, I mix it, so I want to break that crema. When you watch the videos by Rok, there is always lots of crema there. Maybe they use the darker roast coffee. If you use the darker roast coffee, the chances for crema is higher. So I put about 15 grams of coffee in. I got 45 grams of liquid out. I haven't bought pre-grounded coffee for the last 4 or 5 years, so that will be the first one here on this channel. Cheers! Very mild flavor, zero sourness, so if you don't like a sourness in your coffee, this is the coffee for you. It's actually not bad. Pleasant, kind of a chocolatey flavor notes. Definitely better than anything that you can get from Nespresso or some similar machines, that's for sure. I will show you 2 gadgets that will help you with your everyday workflow. It won't necessarily change the flavor notes, but it will make your life a bit easier. And that will be a tamping station and the cola. Tamping station helps you to keep the portafilter in place, so you have 2 hands free, and then you put the cola on top of the portafilter, and it helps you to dose the coffee directly. You can easily pre-tamp with that plastic spoon through that cola. Rok sells their own collars. You can also find some on Amazon. You will be looking for a 51mm collar. Now the next stage would be, instead of buying that pre-grounded coffee, this one was actually not that bad, but instead of buying this one, you want to buy a whole beans. They will stay fresher for longer. They will offer you better flavor notes. But to do that, you need a coffee grinder. Rok sells their own coffee grinders. I've never used them. I don't know how good they are, but the chances are that you don't want to spend too much. So here I would say Timemore C3. It's about 50-60 pounds on Amazon. The settings you choose, not that important. I would probably go for like a coarse espresso settings. You may want to consider a coffee scale. Why do you need a coffee scale? Just to be consistent, so you know exactly how much coffee you put in. You know how much liquid you get out, and then you can play with the recipe. You can adjust the recipe to your personal needs. You probably won't buy this fancy coffee scale that I have, Felicita Arc. This coffee scale by itself costs as much as this Rok Presso SmartShot. Once you have all of that, it's time to take your game to another level. I would replace that filter basket with a non-pressurized filter basket, because that portafilter is slightly smaller. When I try to push in my 51mm baskets from La Pavoni, the IMS filter baskets, I couldn't squeeze them in, but I used the portafilter from La Pavoni. I had the best results with 16 grams of coffee. When you use the non-pressurized filter basket, choosing the correct grind settings is very, very important. So it will be tricky, especially at the beginning. You might need a tamper. That tamper helps to even out the coffee bed, and then the rest of the process about the same as we did. When you push those arms down, you will reach the point that there are drops of coffee getting into the cup. We call a pre-infusion. You can hold that pre-infusion for a few more seconds. That will help you to extract a bit more. You don't have to. You can play with different styles. dials, and then push those arms down. Here you probably won't get 45 grams of liquid. This, what you get now, is pretty much what you could expect from a coffee shop. It resembles gentle and sweet profile from my Descent. There is one more thing that you can use this machine for, and that's something that Rok mentions. Because you use pressurized filter basket, the water that you use does not have to be hot. You can even use soda. They say you can use sparkling water, you can use tonic, whatever. Experiment. I haven't tried it, to be honest, but this is a very interesting way of creating different kind of drinks. So guys, if you reached to this part of the video, it is a compulsory now to click like and consider subscribing to the channel. That's what we do here. We play with the coffee, we experiment, we discover new machines, and so on and so on. So my final conclusions here. What I think about this espresso machine, it's very good, especially for the beginners. Not that many lever style machines that almost everybody can use. Very easy to use, and it will definitely take your coffee to another level. You can buy non-expensive milk frother like this one, and then you can make your lattes and flat white. It's also a very good machine if you want to take it with you for holidays, and then if you want to take it to another level, you can get that bottomless portafilter, but in that case the price will add up, so it might be actually cheaper to buy a next level espresso machine from Rok for more advanced users. As I said at the beginning, I've never used Rok espresso machine before, but I know many of you did. If so, please share your experience with us. How do you like your Rok? Let us know in the comments. Plenty more things coming, but for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack, this is my coffee show, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you, bye!